All right, welcome back here. I'm going to do this episode. I'm going to redo the Barents Sea Loiter mission. I tried it a day or so ago and got my butt handed to me, so going to keep the same weapons loadout. Uh, Probably just won't use as many of the anti-ship missiles as I did first time out. Primarily, weapon of choice is going to be the torpedo. So just going over the specs here. And, what I noticed was that range right there. Well, it does say greater than, I guess. Okay, so greater than 8 miles. Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, so same thing again. We know we got some Russian ships coming from the White Sea going into the Barents Sea, and my job is to ambush them. All right, there we are, just east of the Kola Peninsula.
Come left to course.
All right, going to increase speed a little bit and go west. And once again here, just going to show off the modeling of the 688I. For the scenario here, they got us in the USS Cheyenne. There we go, good shot of her bow planes instead of sailplanes. One of the improvements the Navy came up with. Sonar is extremely quiet. Broadband stacks. And there's, just background on narrowband. And this is not a good gradient for anyone trying to be in a submarine. That's positive gradient, positive sound speed, meaning the sound will be refracted toward the surface. So all of my sound energy that I'm producing is going straight to the surface, where of course the surface ships are at. And there's a buttload of helicopters around this sag as well, so got my work cut out for me. First thing I decided to do here is let's go west at flank speed.
I'll head 2/3. Helm aye.
And let's get to it. So, gonna make some noise, but I'm pretty confident the enemy is so far to the south that I won't be detected.
2, 7, 9.
Alright, so after a half hour at flank speed,
Raise the antenna. Chief of the watch eye.
check the broadcast here. Alright, there's the traffic.
Con, radio, new message traffic.
Lower the antenna, Chief of the watch eye.
So again, EU is sanctioning the Russians. It's going to be a standoff. Looks like the Russians are sending a surface action group to intercept one of our carrier strike groups. And my job is to prevent that interception from happening. I'm supposed to take them out before they can do any harm to the carrier. And there it is, paragraph 2. Seek as many ships as possible, but at least damage them. I'm going for a kill on all of them. And I have a posit there from 0500 local where they were at. Alright, the little datum down there, the White Sea right there, that's where they were at 90 minutes ago. At time 0500. It's a little deduced reckoning known as DR. Alright, 20 knots northwest, so 30 miles, that's where they're at right now. Alright, because it's an hour and a half from 5, so keep going northwesterly, drop a fix there on that range ring. Okay, so again, that's where they're at right now, if they maintain 20 knots. Okay, so I'm just going to double check, because I do plan on making a lot of noise, to see how far away we're away from each other. And they're 56 miles away. So I'm pretty confident I can make some noise here in a minute or two. So now I'm deciding to go ahead and deduce reckoning, DR them out a couple more hours. So we'll just do this hour by hour. So if I had writing tools, that's what I would be marking down as the times here. So we got the 0500 fix, the estimated spot at 0630. The estimated position at 0730, and where I think they'll be at right there at 0830, 2 hours from now. So flank speed 2 hours, that's 70 miles. I could go 70 miles and still be confident not being detected. Last time I did this and got my butt handed to me, I attacked the group from the east, basically where I'm at now, and I didn't do too well. So my plan this time is to change it up and go to the west of their projected track and hit them on their left flank. And just double checking that range, 26 miles away at 8:30 if I stayed here. So I feel confident. I'm just going to book it pretty much southwesterly for 35 knots. And there you go. I should be somewhere in that position well before they get to the 8:30 position. So here we go.
Come left to course. 220. Helm aye.
Make sure my master down. Go ahead and increase my depth, but I'm still going to cavitate.
Make my depth 163 feet.
Right.
Dive aye.
And I'm just going to double check again where I should end up at. Alright, so at time 0739, I should be right in that position there. Drop a point right there, because that's the bearing I'm going to do. We'll come to course 222, I think. So, there's the battle plan. I'll be there while the group is to my southeast, and I'll wait for them to come right to me. Alright. And here we go.
All ahead flank. Helm aye.
Con, sonar,
Steady on course.
cavitating.
220.
Alright, so you can see my time hack down there. It's time 0730. And I did indeed book it out across them.
Come left to course. 1
Con,
5
sonar,
6.
no longer
Helm aye.
cavitating.
I'll just wait and see what sonar starts reporting. And just for shits and grins, I'm going to reroute that. Take another look at the XBT. Still that positive gradient.
Steady on course. 1 5 6.
Again, the advantages to the surface units. And I do see a slight trace there coming in. That's useless to me now. Alright, and I'm well ahead of them now. Alright, so if I just kind of hang out here, I should easily be able to close within 11 miles. But I'm going to try to half that distance. Adjust my course.
Come left to course.
Right.
1
I'm an
0
hour ahead of them,
5.
so basically
Helm
get
aye.
to that point and wait.
Steady on
All
course.
right,
0
this is how
4
it looked.
7. All ahead
The
2/3.
SAG
Helm aye.
showed up right where they were supposed to. Tracking them primarily on the hole-mounted sonars.
Sonar, cavitating.
Fix that cavitation problem right now. Do not need to get
All ahead
counter-detected.
1/3. Helm aye.
Con,
Make
sonar,
my depth
no longer cavitating.
163 feet. Dive aye.
All right. I'm going to come up to PD here.
Make my depth 0.
So they're a little bit
6, 3
further
feet.
east
Dive
than my
aye.
guesstimations, but they're pretty much right on time. But they are further away than I anticipated. So, let's see if I can get anything visually on that area. It's 8:30 in the morning off the Kola Peninsula, so it's still fairly dark. So I use the low light TV. Come around to the contacts bearing, and then I'll increase magnification. Got ESM active as well. It kind of helped me identify these targets, so next plot they'll actually tell you what they are. Basically, the one behind the slowest moving one is the Kustinov, which is an aircraft carrier for them. The closest contact to me is the Kurov. cruiser. And the furthest one away is Sovereignty destroyer. So there we go. Master 1 is Kurov, Master 2 is Kustinov, and the Sovereignty is way out there. So here's Master 2, and I like that TMA display. So actually both of the TMA look really good on Masters 1 and 2. So I'm going to plan here on engaging them first with torpedoes. Sierra 4, I'm going to tweak that a little bit, which is our Sovereignty. And that course looks better and makes more sense to me. Alright, always remember to turn auto crew back on so they'll keep the track updated. Alright, and it does look better. All the ships are pretty much on the same heading. Should call them targets at this point. So I'm going to attack the furthest first, which is the Kusanov. And instead of just right-clicking and hitting engage, that didn't work so well last time. So I'm going to go in here and manually put in target solution. I don't know what that was. So my presets, I should say. So it's 30,000 yards away, so I fixed things up a little bit. Basically, tubes 1 and 2, I programmed there for Master 2, Master 1, 3 and 4. So Kusanov is going to get hit first, at least according to my plan, if I do it right. Alright, even though the mission says it'll be a success if I damage, I'm going for a kill on all 3 of these guys. And I just lost sound. Well, I'll keep going anyway. Alright, so like always I fired. So I'm going to come left. And get off the base course of where I fired my weapons from.
Sonar, loud explosion on the bearing of Master 2. Con sonar, lost the wire, tube 2.
Alright. It's 2 beats.
2. Con sonar, lost the wire, tube 1.
So I'm happy about that. That should definitely slow its speed down. Got 2 empty tubes. There we go. Okay, it's looking Master 1, that's the Kurov. So fingers crossed, this should result in a hit. Alright, come on,
Con
second
sonar,
one.
lost the wire, tube 4.
There we go.
Con sonar, loud explosion on the bearing of Master 1. Con sonar, lost the wire, tube 3.
Alright, and that appears there's the Kurov CGN, and let's get rid of its ghost right there. So that's what's left of the Kurov as it goes down. Looks like she's going to go down stern first. So so far so good. 4 torps fired and 4 hits, so much better than the other day. And I don't appear to have a bunch of helicopters buzzing around my location. But as you can see, yeah, they're both the other contacts are moving away, so gotta get creative here and get towards them, or possibly set up for a missile strike. Probably missile strike, why not? Alright, so there's Master 2, as you can see. Just a little adjustment like that, sometimes all you need to do. And Sierra 4. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That is. The Kusanov's the big prize. I want to see if I can send her to Davy Jones. There we go. Still not as crazy as I did last time with the Tasmans. Animation here on one. It's a little good life from somebody on the surface. Why not attempt to solve remedy while I'm here? I doubt the solution is as good as the solve remedy. I just honestly like watching the missiles take it. Alright, birds away. Okay, let's see how they fare. As expected, going after the carrier. Get shot out of the sky. Now I think as the missile, if it does acquire very well, that one did get shot. Come on, one of these has to get through. Remember, the Kusanovs had 2 torpedo hits. And I'd love to see it get hit by a TASM, which is 1,000 pounds of TNT. Which should leave a good hole. I like this. Terminal phase now. Going just a few feet above the water, under the radar, under the phalanx. Yep, there.
Con sonar. Loud explosion on the bearing of Master 2.
Alright, and these are now going towards the... It's got to be some kind of jamming, I guess. It just went up for no reason. I don't know. Nowhere near the sub-remedy. Again, being pulled off. Why not? 04's posit just popped up. Looking good for this guy. Looks like he is in terminal phase, but no, he got pulled away. Alright, so the soft remedy has not been hit. And the Kusanov is still afloat. We'll come in here and close it. Watch sheets. Moving forward, let's get them reloaded. Go ahead and change this to an active. I prefer the active countermeasures. I really don't know what a passive. A passive, I guess, would just make some noise to simulate your sub. Just whether the active or the bubbling Alka-Seltzers. Just seem to have better luck with them. Alright, so the Kusanov is first up again. Here we go.
Launch tube 1. Aye, sir. Launch tube 2. Aye, sir.
Con sonar.
Launch tube 4.
And so 3 and 4 I've targeted on the sub-remedy.
Launch tube 3.
Con sonar.
Aye, sir.
Unit is running normally.
So 4 weapons away.
Con sonar. Unit is running normally.
And there's a look at the broadband. There's a lot of torpedoes in the water. Alright. No idea what happened to Master 3.
Come right to course 3, 2, 5.
Alright.
Helm aye.
Make my depth 0, 6, 3 feet. Dive aye.
Alright, Master 4 I believe will turn out to be the actual sub-remedy.
Con sonar. Loud explosion on the bearing of Master 2. Con sonar. Lost the wire. Tube 4.
Let's take a look at Master 2. Well, there she is, about 70,000 tons of Russian steel fixing to go to the bottom. Took a lot though. Probably a missile strike or two, 3 torpedoes there, but she's done for. All right, so all that's left is that sub-remedy. And like I said, I'm pretty sure Mike 4 is probably going to turn into the self-remedy. Okay, great. This is how it ended the other day for me. Got 22,000 hertz. Got 2 of them coming at me. Alright, let's move.
Launch countermeasures. Aye, sir.
Increase my
Launch
depth.
countermeasures.
And
Aye,
let's get the
sir.
course change going as well as speed.
Make my depth 26.
All ahead
3
flank, Helmut. All
feet,
ahead
dive
flank,
aye.
Helmut. Come left to course.
Well, these were airdrop too, I bet.
9, Helmut.
6, 5. Designated Sierra 5.
Okay. No, this does not sound good at all.
Con sonar. Cavitating.
Come on.
Con sonar.
Launch
Loud
countermeasures.
explosion.
Aye, sir.
1, 4.
Launch
Alright, so it looks like one of my countermeasures worked. Well, that sharp turn, 29 knots and increasing speed. Alright, let's take a listen now.
All ahead 1/3, Helmut.
Con sonar. No longer
Come right to course.
cavitating.
Right,
2, 8, 7, Helmut.
and alright, we still got pinging. Let's take a look at the frequency. Yep, that's a tort. Great. Can't get comfortable yet.
Come left to course. 2, all ahead
Let's run
flank,
away.
Helmut.
Increase depth. Why not?
Make my depth 2, 5, 7 feet, dive aye.
Launch countermeasures.
Con
Aye, sir.
sonar. Cavitating. Con sonar. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 072. Con sonar. I have a new contact. Bearing 071.
Just making sure I'm 180 degrees away from the inbound.
8, 6, Helmut.
Oh, I hate that pinging sound. Okay, the signal is getting weaker.
Steady on course. 2, 3, 6.
Okay, it should be going into my countermeasures.
Launch
Con sonar.
countermeasures.
Loud
Aye, sir.
explosion. Bearing
Alright,
069.
that's definitely the end of the torque. So the countermeasures worked. Good deal. Just saying, look, see if I can see anything behind me. I don't. Alright. Cheyenne has lived to fight again. The blue things there are my countermeasures.
All ahead 1/3, Helmut.
Con sonar.
Raise the ESM mast.
Alright, so 2 ships are down, and I got to get this Russian sovereignty off. Okay, ESM out here. Enemy radars. If you look at the source, it's not telling me what they are. It's interesting. There we go. KA-27 and a KA-31 Helix, ASW Helos.
Lower the ESM mast. Chief of the
They're off
watch
to my
eye.
east northeasterly. Here I am going after 2 more shots. Torpedo spread toward the side runner.
Con sonar. Unit is running normally. Con sonar. Unit is running normally.
Alrighty. Now the sovereignty really got pissed. And it's charged right at me. That's how it ended up for me.
Con sonar. Lost the wire. 2-1.
It took a bit of time to
Loud explosion on the
maneuver
bearing of
around.
Sierra 1-9. Con
But
sonar.
2
Lost the
fish
wire.
inside of
2-3.
him, her I should say, and gonna go down rather quickly right there by the looks of it. Alright, I call that a win. So an outgoing parting look there at the USS Cheyenne, an improved LA class. Successfully took on a Kusanov carrier, the CGN Kurov, and a DDG Sovereignty class. So hope everybody enjoyed. Till next time.